Okay, I got called away. Sorry. Also, I'm having a weird thing. Anyways, so yeah, goals are nice. Anyways, this is where you would be able to plug in, like, start identifying a regular schedule. So if you pull the annual, oh, I have no low battery. If you pull the, I don't know where it is. If I could find it, I would. Let's see, computer lab department head. Yeah, was it the training guide? No, I don't think so. Oh, well, this is a thing. I can't remember what it was, and it could have been from when you were going for rainbow or anything like that. But it was when you were going for computer lab department head, CLDH. Sorry, anyways, I don't want to waste your time. Yeah, why do I only have, okay, anyways. Oh, you know what? How about this? I'll try one last thing. Come along for the ride with me. There you go. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Flights. John's goals. That might be it. John's job applications. Expenses. Agreement. That's a fun document to go through. God damn it. Utah trip. Nope. Docs version. Movie. Oh, no. Let's not do that. Tutorial. Why do I always do this? Don't you think 19 is too young to be messed with? Kaleidoscope scholarship. Grad school response to be. No, this is this document. Okay. Obviously, cover letter. I don't know where it is. It's probably on your computer. Anyways, let's go back. So, I mean, you can also make it two. That should be a really fun thing. I can add another thing and then kind of start. I'll see if this expands, you'll see exactly what happened and how. But it'd be really nice for you to isolate like what quarters and when each class is done, and like something for you to consider is if you get more bilingual staff or if you can convince them to do classes in Spanish. That would be a really fun project and a really good offering. And then you can also get an idea of how many classes you're going to be offering annually right now in January, and I think it's the perfect time. Also, don't forget like a device advice, but I would I know that's like a cutesy whatever name. I would also consider like a tech petting zoo. I have so many ideas, but anyways. And that one I can explain further. I gave it to Marisa and she took it for one of her interviews, so I think if you got it up and running, it'd be kind of funny. Okay, so this is the last part, is part 3. And part 3 I do, so it's building the schedule. And part 4 and part 3 can be merged, basically. I realized afterwards, so I didn't mean to be misleading there. But I started doing this yesterday. So what you do is you go through each day, right? So you have Saturday through Friday, which is basically the full week, and then it would repeat. And I look at it from a whole perspective here, the whole department, right? And you have a rare opportunity where you could build like 2 closes a day, 2 openers a day, which is really nice if you want to. So this is when you start building that sort of idea. So let's look at, I'm going to start at Sunday for reasons that I'll go through later. So right now you have you all day, and you have a part-timer opening with you. So that covers your lunch. Awesome. Typically I'm gonna assume you have no meetings on Sunday, but you could offer one-on-ones or classes. You did say you wanted Friday, Saturday, Sunday for classes. So this would be a good time to build in maybe an overlap of staff members. And also so that when this person, because they're new, is covering your lunch, you don't necessarily want them to be alone. So this is where you could build in maybe a 1:15 to 6:15. Now something to think about is like, as you allocate time, do you want them, do you want 2 people at closing? So you basically have 2 people at opening, 2 people at closing. Is that something you want? Is that something you need? So these are things you can identify, or decisions that we've already kind of predetermined here that will make it easier to like move people around if you need to. So looks pretty good. That leaves you the opportunity to do courses, to do one-on-ones, and to have 2 people working together during lunch coverage. So I think that's a really good opportunity for someone not to be alone and things like that. So like if you commit to taking your lunch at like 2 o'clock, or or the other thing you could do is move them 1 to 6, right? That would be a really good opportunity. They start, and the second they start, you leave, and you really don't need 2 at closing if you are going to be there. Another thing to be aware of is like if you're ever on vacation, right, or when you're on vacation, they're now having to leave at 6. Is that something that's okay? Is that enough time? So again, this is why we went through that exercise. Would that be enough? Okay, so then we look at Monday, right? So you have someone opening, or you have yourself opening. Does that include, like, are you assigned to pick those days? Do you need someone with you? Again, kind of more decision making to go through. So you've got someone coming in at 10:15 to 4:15. I would honestly, like, for mid shift, I personally do the hours because the 15s are weird. But again, branch culture thing. Okay. Oh, and I just realized I'm switching these up. I'm so sorry. So what about your closing? So you have Stephanie closing. Stephanie closes at the 8 o'clock. Oh, so even cool. That's already answered. What about, do you want someone with them? What are your opportunities Monday? You said you're super busy Monday mornings. I love that you put that there. This covers your lunch. So awesome. You could leave it like that. Or again, you could build someone in if you want part-timer 2 or part-timer 3 maybe. Oh, vacant 3 to also work with you and Stephanie. This will free up a lot of your time. So is Monday a good time for you to do what? Do you want to do off task time? Do you want to do program? It seems like it's about program time, so maybe we can hold off. But as we go through, that's an interesting opportunity to build. The other thing is you really want to start seeing is you've now made it 3 days into the week and part-timer 2 has no shift. So maybe for the sake of argument, let's say that you want them to, again, overlap with this person just a little bit. You have Stephanie. So Stephanie comes in when they leave. And you're there as well. So I'm thinking you're the 2 spots on your desk, right? So I'm imagining you're there, they're there with you. And then they leave and Stephanie comes in. Well, why not do you're there, they're there with you, and they work maybe 2 o'clock p.m. to a 7 o'clock p.m. So not quite closing, not quite opening, just a plain old mid shift. This now frees you up from 2 to 4 to meet with this person, or 2 to 4 to meet with this person because you have coverage. Just an option. Again, just ways we slowly start building it. And then we'll move on to Tuesday. So Tuesday, you said mornings are rough. So maybe you want to have this person be a Tuesday morning person so you can have them work with you. Do you want them to learn morning duties? If so, so far they have only closing, but this would be a good opportunity. So maybe a 9:30 to let's do a 6-hour shift. 9:30 to 9 to 1 is for 3:30. Split middle mid shift. That covers your lunch. You have no Stephanie. So who's closing, right? So this is where you want to start looking at, like, oh no, I have no closer. So maybe this person now will get closing experience. Now, things to think about. They have an afternoon shift here. They'll have an afternoon shift here. Out of consideration or out of balance, you would want to put them early shift somewhere else. So we'll look at that. So let's see. Closer, they would do, let's see. Sorry, I'm about to drew a blank. Do you want 8:15 maybe this time because they're closing? And let's make this their 6-hour shift, 2:15. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. People just arrived. Okay, and so far you have 11 hours. You have 1 8-hour shift to fill into each of these individuals if you're going with the 5, 6, 8 model. But that's just an example. All right, good luck. There's the rest.